Shalom. Sorry, I haven't recorded on this program in a while, so I had no idea if it was actually recording or not. I hope you can hear me. I guess I'll find out later. Well, this is my first non-vlog video I've done in quite a while, and I wanted to reassure you, though if you've been watching the vlogs you will already have known this, but if not, I just want to clarify on a couple of things. There will be I guess you could say a new season of teachings coming out. As many of you probably already know, I had taken a break from doing teaching videos because I wasn't really sure what direction I should take, what I should actually teach on, and so on. But what ended up happening was I had a lot of time to just sit and think and meditate and just try to figure out what was relevant, and as always my hair looks horrible. And what I believe I've come to the conclusion of is the direction has something to do with getting to the root of things, and this came through what I believe the Almighty speaking to me through several instances, and which I won't go into detail at the moment, but I believe most of it is getting to the root of things, and that includes the books of Scripture, what belong in what we call the Bible now, but like, the 66 that we call canon, can we really trust them as canon? What about other books? Do they belong in the Scriptures as well? Also the Torah, basically doing a comparison to one set of books compared to the Torah. Do they conflict or do they coincide? But as well as getting to the root of all things, also breaking down walls, because as many of you probably know, as I also know as well, that especially having come from a Christian background, now being in Hebrew roots or Messianic, I've seen a lot of walls and boundaries that a lot of believers tend to be uncomfortable going near, or they're okay with going near it to examine it, but they're not quite wanting to demolish that wall or go past that perimeter or whatever. I want to help break down those walls and those barriers, be they between the spiritual side or the letter side, because let's face it, we usually beliefs or lifestyles are kind of like the pendulum of a clock. They either swing from one extreme to the other, and I want to try and help to focus on what the Scripture itself states and try to look at it more as an anchor and as a foundation to hold us in place, maybe as a medium or in moderation or a good balance. I want to get to the bottom of things. I want to try to clear things up, and that's what my goal is. That's what I believe the direction of my next season, I guess, of teachings, my next series of teachings is going to be based on, is getting to the bottom of things. Now, I actually had the pleasure of, if you've been watching the vlogs, you knew I actually took some courses in further learning, trying to learn some Microsoft programs, and one of those classes I actually came to learn that my instructor was a woman who had, she had, what's the word? She had, converted, gosh, I cannot think of that word, converted into Judaism. So she was what she called a conservative Jew, and what was really brilliant about it was while everybody else in the class went to go for lunch, I stuck around and I just talked with her and getting her perspectives, and just we kind of bounced each other's beliefs and ideals against each other and stuff, and it was a wonderful time. But it was interesting to me that she only focused on Torah, but she also, she didn't believe in the further prophets, like Eliyahu or Yirmiyahu or any of the other prophets of Scripture. She only focused on Torah, but she also adhered to the teachings of the rabbinic and the Pharisaical as far as the Talmud and the Takanot are concerned, and I thought that was interesting, and it kind of made me. That was a little bit more clarity also as to the direction, because Of course, she didn't believe in Yeshua as Mashiach, but, it's like, okay, it was interesting to me that a group of people adhered to the Torah, but they didn't go past Deuteronomy or Devarim. They didn't go into Joshua, or they didn't go into the Kings or First, Second Samuel, and they didn't go into any of that. Which of course also means that they didn't go into the Brit Hadashah, learning about Yeshua or the apostles, or even the prophecy of the future. So it's quite interesting to me, and I think relevant, that we just get to the bottom of things. What we are interested in, and what I'm interested in, what I believe you are interested in, is truth. Absolute, 100%, unfaltering truth. And that raises questions in and of itself. Are truths absolute? Can we as finite beings deal with absolutions? Or are we prone to continue to look at things in a relative sense? Can we deal with absolutes? Because let's face it, the Almighty Elohim of all creation, our Elohim, who I believe his name is Yehovah, and that's something I will explain later as well, he is an absolute being. Now, also, Scripture teaches us that he is truth. Yeshua is truth. And I heard a great statement one time, I can't remember who said it, but he said that we will not progress any further until we realize that truth is not an idea, it is a person. So us getting to know truth is quintessential, essential. And that's what I want to get us to the bottom of. Us as a group, as a group of believers, and myself as well, because I have a family. I'm basically Kohen Gadol of my home. I am the priest of my home. I am a father. I'm a husband, and they rely on me to a great extent to lead us, in a sense, into truth. So, with me having this channel and having taken on the task of teaching, because I come from a really big background of teaching, and this is the best way I can think of teaching. But now it's getting. At first, it was great. I touched on some good topics. It struck some good discussions and, frankly, some debates in private messaging. Now it's time, I think, that the direction of my teaching it's me getting to the bottom of things, breaking down walls, bringing us all under that one banner of truth, and coming into, I guess I wouldn't say a final conclusion, because I don't think we'll fully know all the truth until we are in his presence. But I want us to get to a place where we can be at a place where we are well founded. And if you believe that this could happen, then please stick around, invite your friends and whatever, because this isn't just me trying to lead the masses. I don't consider myself a shepherd, but I am a person who's willing to tackle these ideas and try to bring them to the table. And we as a community, we can go through these things and just sit at the table together, sort through things, bring our own knowledge. And if you have a webcam, by all means, please, do a video reply to any of my videos, and welcome other believers like myself or anybody else in this community. And when I say community, I mean those who actually watch my videos. And let's just get to the bottom of things. Let's figure it out together. Iron sharpens iron, let's get to the bottom of this. And I believe that is one thing that will help us to further worship our Creator, how He deserves and how He desires to be worshipped. And it will also bring us as a community, a body of believers, a family, together, so that we could truly consider ourselves as a group of people, the bride of Messiah. Because I don't want to just be a witness, and I certainly don't want to miss out on the heavenly gifts, and I certainly don't want to miss out on His presence, which I believe is very important, especially today. I want us to really know that we are the bride of Yeshua, and absolutely that we are in a great place to be able to be in the presence of the bridegroom, the Messiah, but as well as the fact that we actually do have communication and a relationship with our Creator. That's what I want to get to the bottom of, and I hope that you'll join me in this, because it's a big thing. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat this. This is a big task, and a lot of it being here on YouTube, I have a community. I've thought about opening like a Twitter account or maybe another Facebook page where we can all kind of come together and get to know one another a little bit better or something. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comment section. But please keep an eye out, because the teaching videos are coming back and they actually have a purpose. Not that the others didn't have purpose, but now it's like I'm on a road, there's a destination, and I intend on reaching that destination. I'm going to run the race, as Shaul said. So that's that. Thanks for listening. Please stay tuned. Shalom.